Alright. Work, work, work. Work, 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 work. Alright. Well, guys, now that we have this up, it should be good. Yeah. Also, if you can hear the washing machine, yeah, that's the, actually the dishwashing machine. Nice ASMR. But yeah, nobody else in here yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and, tell you guys what's going on for those that are gonna watch the video instead. Yeah. Got a new suit. The Hyaku Shiki Kai, and a new map as well. Underground Base, which is from GBO1, so it's not technically a new map, but you guys get it. It's a new map for GBO2. And yeah, the full armor Hyaku Shiki Kai. I'll go ahead and read the message here first. Oh, message already. Hello, Interskull. Yep, came in today. New update. First of all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all pilots. This is Development Director Oda. New Year's wish is tad late, but it's a pleasure to be with you this year too. GBO2 will soon 4 years old. Alright, nice. Will soon be 4 years old. With this is the 60th developer newsletter with nearly 300 units. I'm guessing that counts levels as well. When I think about it once again, GBO2 is turning into a much bigger game, and it'll be even bigger with the upcoming updates. With that, let's talk about the first update of 2022. And yeah, the Hyaku, I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly, Hyaku Shiki Kai, planned to join. And you guys know we already have the Hyaku Shiki Kai and the full armor Hyaku Shiki Kai. This is the regular Hyaku Shiki Kai. From ZMSV. Hello Gagujin, hello Zerglu. And yeah, a new MS, Hyaku Shiki Kai from ZMSV, will soon join the battle with a cost of 600, and as a general unit, it has a golden color just because it's a Hyaku Shiki Kai, might have some good fortune. Before the actual official release, here is the settings and performance of the unit. And here we go. It's going to be a ground and space, and 600 cost, and it's a general, by the way, even though I mentioned up there. An improved version of the AEUG's Hyaku Shiki, developed by Anaheim Electronics. The Hyaku Shiki Kai was originally tested and developed with transformation in mind, but has since been redesigned as a non-transforming MS to improve its perfection. With increased combat capabilities, it is equipped with weapons with high general unit capabilities such as beam rifle, beam saber, bazooka. Furthermore, multi-purpose launcher unit in the forearm contains explosive and incendiary rounds. Equipped with such wealthy variations, it is a dependable ally when it comes to fighting. Now, I'm not going to play the video because last time I tried to play video, it crashed. But it also has Hyaku, the Hyaku Shiki. But it actually has beam Vulcans as well. And from watching the video, it seems like you can use a bazooka and a beam rifle, but I think you might have to choose between the two, whether you want to use a bazooka or a beam rifle. But it has beam Vulcans. I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe more damage than regular Vulcans, but it's obviously going to have like a heat rate. And they mentioned the forearms. The forearms weren't in the video, so we don't know how they're going to work. I'm guessing since they do have incendiary rounds, there's going to be a fire, like a constant damage output of it. Kind of like with the Zeus's fire missiles and the, what you call it? The Growl, the Gazelle Growl. I don't know how much damage it's going to do. It does also have explosive rounds as well, so probably some stun accumulation in there as well. And watching the video, it does have 2 melee swings, from what it seems. And it seems like a pretty decent general. It says here that it has beam rifle, beam saber, bazooka. But we know there's also beam Vulcans and the forearms, which that might be a counter, but that'd be cool if they're own weapons. But yeah, if it has both a beam rifle and a bazooka, that's actually pretty good. 2 stun options, and you get the beam Vulcans, so that's constant damage. And if you also if they have both of it at the same time, if you can choose between the two, I'm fine with that as well. But yeah, you also get the explosive incendiary rounds, which if they are what they are, yeah, you get constant damage and stun build up. Pretty good. And you can use it in both ground and space, so I'm fine with that. 600 as well, so yeah, nice. And we also get the new map, which some of you guys recognize if you played GBO1. Yeah, Taru. Like Shiki Kai, woo. At least it's a gen, although the old league said it was going to be a raid. I'm guessing uh, they changed their mind. Or maybe that was like a throw off to make sure, like, because sometimes people will leak out purposely wrong information to either throw off leakers or something like that, you know. But who knows? I'm still trying to get the Black Rider, 200 plus tokens. Um, I don't know about you, Oliver. You might want to stop at that point. Game's not worth rolling over 200 tokens for, you know. Save your money, especially when this suit's coming out next. But yeah, talking about the new map here. Land map underground base is completed. Soon, new map underground base, excuse me, is planned to be added with an update. It will be different from the ground maps until now, based on Jaburo underground base that appeared in Mobile Suit Gundam, you know, GPO1 or GBO1. Even though it is an underground map, it provides a massive space about the same size as the that's not massive as the Arctic base of GBO2. Let's take another look at the map with its features and strategy points. And I remember this map specifically. Uh, it was like one of the first flail through videos I watched, and I believe he played the GOG on this map in GBO1. Yeah, I know Oliver, the Black Rider does look cool, but you know, we gotta be careful about spending money. Um, it is a really good suit, but I mean, if you're spending over 200 tokens on it, I think the game just doesn't want to give it to you. Yeah, as you can see here, we got some nice buildings, probably and yeah, like scaffolding, I think that's what they called it. So, and they mentioned that you can jump on those. And we'll see that here in a second. Got a nice little highway driving around. A little underground little part here too. And here's our look at the top of the map. There are 4 points, and then you have, you know, one side, other side base here. Looks like it might be almost symmetrical on both sides here. Actually, I'm looking at it now. It might actually just be symmetrical, except for these two parts here. And I do believe there's actually some underground places to go from. But we'll look at that when we get to it. Characteristics of the map. Main battlefield as the base section is in the center of the map. The center of the map, which is the main battlefield, is in the shape of a plateau, and in the center is a tower that serves as the symbol of the underground base. There are facilities related to the base around it, with an intricate terrain that is easy to cut a firing line. Assault and general purpose units that are good at close combat should use this to get close to the enemy. And they mention supports in here. On the contrary, it is a somewhat unfavorable combat area for supports. Hooray. Therefore, try to support them from a distance or attack them from different positions, such as up on the central tower. And besides that, there is a scaffolding that can uh, also be ridden by MS at a slightly elevated location away from the center. It is an effective position where it's difficult to be counterattacked due to its elevated position, where you can launch a one-sided attack. However, this foothold can be destroyed by a certain amount of damage, so don't be overconfident. As you can see, we got the good old Hyaku, one of the best supports in the game. Best suits in the game, overpowered. Sitting on top of the scaffolding here, and you can see that's where it looks, that's where it is, and then it gets destroyed. And I believe they said there's two of them here, multiple. How big is new map around Arctic Base? They said. Most will save, honestly. Well, at least they're saved, Oliver. Clearly, you need to spend 400 in the blood of your firstborn. But I really struggle getting new 2-star suits. Anything else I can get? Oh, well, that's because they're 2-star suits. They're like the rarest thing you can get. Based on the map, I think comparing it to Arctic Base was a typo. I can hold off on the Hyaku, Shiki, Kai. I'm waiting for the Anksha, Gustav, Karl, and a few more I can't think of on top of my head. But I feel like the devs just hate sport units. I don't know. Ask the White Rider. We literally dragged it out into a cornfield and gutted it. Characteristics of map 2. Underground waterway that flows within the map. There is a flowing underground waterway in the map, which allows players to hide temporarily, planning deeper strategies. Or, they can... deeper strategies like, I'm going to move over here now. Knowing some people. Especially amphibious units can benefit greatly from this, so be sure to take advantage of it. In addition, the waterway leads to the base, so you can use it to advance from the waterway after the battle has started, or to raid the base in case of emergency. And as we look on top of the, here, I believe, yep, we got our little waterway here. So I'm assuming it's at. So we got our base is here, and then we got the waterway. Nice. It seems like there's some more waterways here. So we got some uses for amphibious suits, which if you guys, in Gundam, that's what Char used, the Zagok, and the other, I think there's Akais in there, and I think the Zok as well, to raid Jaburo. And this is the end of the introduction of the new map. By the way, the underground map has an image of being dark by nature, but we have set it to be brighter for the sake of gameplay visibility. Please try to play it when it's updated, which I'm sure people will. And of course, the last but not least, the update described so far is scheduled to take place on Thursday, January 27th, 2022 at 2 o'clock p.m. JST. So try to be patient for a few days, and I believe that's going to be, for me, it's going to be this Wednesday. For some of you guys, on Thursday, early in the morning or later on Thursday. Last year, with the Moon Gundam's appearance, Code Fairy, and AOZ added Advanced Zeta, we believe that we have polished the unit variation. From now on, we would like to spread the world of Gundam by adding new units and make GBO2 even more enjoyable than it is. I have no idea about why, but I thought about the world of FNAF instead of Gundam when I saw the world of, oh god, they're gonna have like an RPG. They already have RPGs, like chibi RPGs for Gundam way back then. Even then, nowadays. Beside by arriving to the end of the report, second online interchange match is scheduled for 5th of February 2022. Commentary will be done by Shihiro Yoshizaki. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maybe I did that right. Just like the previous event. Last of all, intenders will be chosen within a deadline, but anyone can participate to watch the event, so be sure not to miss it. Development Director Oda. So yeah, this is a pretty short update, but we're getting a new suit and a new map. We get a new map for GBO2. Old map from the first game, but yeah. What you guys think about it so far? Hello, Rexor. 2-star is just oversaturated. I think 2-star is not oversaturated suit-wise. I think there's way more 3-stars, I believe. Maybe weapons-wise, there's more 2-stars, but usually a lot of people would say that 2-star units are the hardest ones to find. I kind of agree. I hardly get 2-star units. I get more 4-stars than 2-stars, even though there's less 4-stars. Give me the damn Justa. I'm just gonna save until Unicorn comes. Gundam FNAF. Jesus Christ, we are adding in the Barbados. Me discussed on stream how cool it would be to have an underground map. GBO2. Guess what the next map is? Is it underground? Actually, it's a new map. The GBO1 was vastly different. Vastly how? Because it could be how they did with Arctic Base, where they change it up, you know. What I like about these updates is that they give us an early look on what's coming so I can decide whether to save or not. Yeah. Oh shit, Hyaku Kai. Yeah, that's the new suit, Deadeye. Hey, you got the Sazabi. Well, at least you got that. What I like about these updates is they give us an early. Oh, I read that one. But yeah, I like that so far. It seems like the Hyaku Kai is going to be a pretty good suit, or at least a decent general. From what it mentioned, let me go back to it. It can be equipped with weapons such as the beam rifle, beam saber, bazooka. I'm not sure if the beam rifle and bazooka will be kept together. I'm pretty sure those will be separate weapons. You have to choose which one you want to choose. It does have beam Vulcans. It shows off in the video. And they do mention here that it has a multi-purpose launcher in the forearm that contains explosive and incendiary rounds. But that doesn't show that in the video. But if it does have that, then that means we'll have constant damage and stun accumulation potentially, which is pretty damn good. No, Tyler, that is the full armor Hyaku guy. Try to get this variant whenever it's out. Hey. I thought the Kai was yeah, I already mentioned that. But yeah, this is the regular version of the full armor Hyaku guy. Suit after Hyaku Kai will either be Moon or AOZ or another unicorn suit. I think we might get another AOZ. Does the Shiki have a eye field like the full armor version? It does not mention it having a eye field, so I'm going to assume no. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has anything in its chest here. But from the looks of it in the gameplay, it seems like a nice, handy general to have. Beam Vulcans. Do we already have an MS with Beam Vulcans? I don't think so. There's some suits that probably fast as fire that fire as fast as the Beam Vulcan in the video, like the Bjarnlic Custom, but I wouldn't consider that like Beam Vulcans. But yeah, you can see it like shoots it from its forehead. It's weird. They even look the same. Oh, there's some differences, Tyler. And yeah, like Taru says, uh, the armor gives it the eye field. So yeah, the general support and raid triangle is complete with the Hyaku. Too bad we didn't get that with the goof. Like the goof the goof heavy arm should have been a support. Beam Vulcans do exist if you count the wrist guns from various suits. That's what I was talking about, Sev, with the Bjarnlic Custom. But they usually call those beam guns. They're not necessarily beam Vulcans. You know, it's more like pedantic, you know, about like, oh, well, they're not technically, blah, blah, blah. Since they give the original Shiki 40 base beam defense, will the Shiki have 50 beam? It might have around the same. MP Hyaku Shiki Kai be 500 or 550? I'm gonna assume 550. I'm glad I can use the bazookas because I really don't like the default Hyaku beam rifle. Well, if it's gonna be that way, then yeah, I'd probably choose the bazooka over the beam. I find the bazooka way better for a higher cost because people don't use ballistic resistance as much. At least for me. Goof custom beam gallon. Oh my god. It's a 600 suit. Yep, 600 suit. A trinity of Hyaku versus a trinity of Cubolate, like Char versus Haman. That's gonna be tough because the Cubolate Mark II does a lot of damage with its downswing. It might carry alone. And the Cubolate itself was pretty dastardly when it initially came out, but for a lot of suits nowadays, it doesn't have a trouble fighting them. But if it's just against the Hyaku Shikis, it might be good. And of course, the MP Cubolate. Whew. But then again, the full armor Hyaku Kai. That'll be a nice little fight to see. We add in Strike Noir. Hyaku Kai is pretty sleep, more interested in the buff list. The bazooka is a sub weapon, so you have both. Do they mention it in the sub weapon? All I know is they don't mention it being a sub weapon. They just say you got capabilities. Well, I guess if it's equipped, that's a possibility. If it has both, that makes it even better. It actually make it a really good general at that point. Unless they give it like really shitty damage. F91 soon. Any predictions on what suits will be added to the buff nerf list? Everyone's been talking about the White Rider, even though that suit literally just came out. So I don't think they're gonna buff it just yet, but I think that's a suit that needs to be looked at. So does the RS Jarja. Both those suits need to be looked at again. That's just like off the top of my head. I can't think of another one off the top of my head. I have to think about it a little bit more. But I noticed that everybody just has a problem with the White Rider, especially with how it's been gutted from Code Fairy. Uh, we put the Kaplan de on the buff list again. We noticed that people don't know how to play the Kaplant stills, so we made it even better. Really hoping the BD1 will be buffed with the recent buffs added to BD3. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, Sev, I know it's way too recent for the White Rider. I do like the Shiki Kai's design. It does look like an upgraded Hyaku Shiki. Well, yeah, it's the Kai. In photos, the Hyaku Shiki Kai, it was shown with both the rifle and bazooka, I think. Watch the video again. Newest MS, Frederick Fazbear. Zerglue, can you please leave? RDD2, R2D2 makes it to GBO2. Oh, good luck with that. Yeah, that's so if it has both, then yeah, that's gonna be really good. If the beam rifle stuns, they could change it from the video. This video may not be representative of the actual product. But if they do keep it that way, that's yeah, that'd be really strong support. You got double stuns, you got a fast firing beam Vulcan, 2 melee hits at least. And if they do add the multi-purpose launcher here, and it's not the counter that the full armor has, then you have constant damage and stun accumulation to go with it. So seems like a pretty good suit at the moment. Of course, it might have like really shitty resistance or something, so to balance it out. Rick DeJ needs to get buffed to use the bazooka since the MS explanation says it can and to make it way better. I would say that'd just be a change to it. It wouldn't be necessarily a buff, would it? Still want turret mode for Gaza C? Please. Devs, he hates supports, yes. We get the Hakushiki with the shoulder machine gun, then maybe I won't sleep. Hell yeah, the beam machine gun, wasn't it? Like a beam gallon? GBO2 add in the modified Rick DeJ to use the bazooka. Gaza C's flying mode might as well be its turret. Now I want to walk around and use it though. Yes, it does show. It does show it, Deadeye. I love how people thought Black Rider carry the skills it has in Code Fairy GBO2. I can feel some hype go from hype to disappointed. Well, Rexor, I knew that the White Rider wasn't gonna keep it was not gonna keep the shock dampeners. But they did. But the thing is, they gutted one of its weapons, and they gutted like some other skills it had. They removed the dodge rolls it had from its ability, its Zeus, and then they changed how its beam launcher worked too. It was very weird. And I believe they changed the Black Rider. The Black Rider, I believe, could actually boost and switch weapons while in stealth mode, which I can see why that would be a problem, GBO2. But it's still good. Like the Black Rider, I think is actually a pretty good suit in this game right now. The 5 beam resistance is a little harsh, but man, you can really make the Black Rider do some work. It's a pretty damn good suit. Imagine giving all raids level 3 stealth. Look forward to Golden Squad. Yes, please. Also buff support. Yeah, buff the support Yagdoga, please. Make it get just a little bit easier. Stun accumulation just a little bit easier with the machine gun, Gallon gun. They're very scared of walking mean beam. Black Rider's perfectly fine, even that stealth restriction. That's what I'm saying. Like this Sev, it's a really good raid. It's one of those raids that I don't have a problem like trying to play, trying to figure it out, you know? Usually I stay away from raids because how latency is in this game and just I'm not good with raids in general. But I really like the Black Rider a lot. Having played the little I have played of it. And seeing how people use the Black Rider is really interesting. I think it's definitely a wonderful suit. It's too bad the White Rider is just walking mean beam. Which is fine in a way, you know. Like I said in the like discussion for those two suits, the White Rider does fine. Like it can do good in certain situations, but like, oh, you have to pray, pray when using it. Um, TF2 spy tactics work with it. Yes, they do, King. Buff full armor Mark II. I think what I would buff for the full armor Mark II would probably just make it a little bit easier to get stun accumulation off. Other than that, I think it's fine. Like the damage is fine on it. And of course, you know, it's blocking the resistances I think are fine. Wouldn't the boosting on the Black Rider while stealth kind of give it away with the boost particles and smoke? It would depend, because it depend on the map, I would think. But depending on how far you're away from somebody or how distracted some people are would be in a match, I think you get away with it. But of course, you don't want being able to boost and switch weapons while stealth is that would be way too much for GBO2 because you can be just ready for every situation while being invisible. It'd hardly be counterplayed unless you had an Isaac. Uh, what was the new map? It was ground. My bad. That I completely just skipped over your comment there. It would also be harder to spot since invisible while moving faster. Damage wise, Byron is fine, but boys, it ranged heavily grappled. Yeah, I don't have a problem with the damage at all on the White Rider, but it just feels so gutted. Add maneuver armor to it, then we good. Um, you'll be able to cover more ground while invisible. Yeah, it's okay. You kind of bully a Dressian, Dressian. Mean Dryson? They honestly should have just gave the White Rider the dodge roll in Zeus mode. It gets force injectors, but unless you're built for thrusters, you're not gonna get too much out of it. Just give it the dodge roll, and then give it its missile back that it missed, so it can have another stun for close range. Should have given the White Rider the Draw C custom minigun, the best Gatling in the game. That's a really good Gatling for like on ground. In space, it's a little bit iffy because it's space. People can move around all over the place, but works really nice on ground since you can't move away from it as easily. Black Rider stealth struggle a bit in Arctic base and desert, but I think it's fine. Oh yeah, that's probably going to be your biggest weakness is on those maps that move up a lot of dust. But like I said, if you do it while people are distracted, they won't see you. Give the White Rider its big missiles as a second stun. That's what I'm saying. Spanish man can't English well. Will? Yes, King. Maybe if they made it like Halo invisibility, where your camp is less effective while boosting or moving, like you become less transparent. I guess I could see that. But then people notice, hey, that, that guy's disappearing and reappearing back there. He's lagging. Well, I'm gonna head out. Good to hear you're fine, Aqua. Until next time, hopefully I can play with you guys this Friday. Yep. And for people who don't know, uh, every Friday I do spectator matches. Um, we have some fun, say at least. And we usually go through like all the cost ranges besides like 200, and that's if people want to do 200, you know. Well, since the Shiki Kai is a gen, I guess the leaks can be considered fake. Could be a throw off, try and distract people, or maybe to make it seem like. So I know some people give false leaks, or maybe partly true leaks. Could be one of those situations, but who knows? Sorry, meant to say camo. Maybe they did that on purpose, like they got leaked. Because I know that's happened with Smash, I believe. Like, I think Smash, I think they purposely gave out different leaks for Hero. You know, the Dragon Quest heroes. They're like, oh, it's Erdrick. It's the 11 dude. Oh, it's actually like three of them or four of them. Maybe they did that on purpose. Oh, I read that. Is Shiki part of the Hyaku dynasty? I believe so. Whispers, make 100 just for shit and giggles. Well, I would love to do that, Rexor, but the problem is that the game doesn't let you go down low enough for uh, for 100. 200 is the lowest you can go. Zero replaces the Haiku and the Zeta Define manga. Definitely on Friday there we have fun, but the further we go playing, shit gets real. I think it's because we get tired. If you guys don't know, we went like 9 hours on last Friday, which is our longest stream. We're like the EFAP of GBO2. You guys know what EFAP is. I do wish Black Rider wasn't stuck with the fairly main weapons. I wish the Fetty shotgun had a tighter spread. See you, Rexor. I just remember I wanted a sleeves Yagdoga or MP Yagdoga to be general so it can complete the class triangle. How about a better support Yagdoga? Actually, I can see the sleeves one being a general. I don't even know what the MP one looks like. Zeku loadout 1 to be raid. I'd love to see the Zeku. I think the Zeku 1, loadout 1, would be a perfect uh, clan match suit to reward with. Let's reach 10 hours next time. Yeah, I'm saying I've been going between like 5 and 7, and then that day it was 9. So we go a long time on Friday. For all those who don't know about the Friday streams, spectator streams, starts at like 3 or 4 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I want the real GM Spartan in the game with that cool shotgun, please. 24-hour stream. Maybe when I reach 2,000 subs or 100k. That'll be a long time. Sleeves, Yagdoga can't happen because BB hates the Doga Commander Rifle. Maybe that's when we'll get the Doga Commander Rifles when they release the sleeves, Yagdoga. Where the fuck is the D2 450 500 raid? The D2. Hmm. Uh, yeah, pretty short update. You got two things here. Shiki Kai, 600 general, new map, Jaburo, underground base. And you got some scaffolding to be on. We can get destroyed. And we got little tunnels that lead to the base. Like right there. Right there. Yeah, can't wait to try out the map. And the Shiki looks like it'd be a pretty good suit. Oh, Dolahan too. Okay, there we go. How many souls does it take for coin? Remember the old Doga render where it had the commander rifle, then they just deleted it from existence? It was too OP. Is that map from GBO1? I've seen a map similar to that in the old video. It might be like a rendition of that map. Because I know from what people said it's changed. Where's my Geneva Convention rider? That's not named after... Oh, never mind. Dullahan's not really a four horseman either. I think a raid Nemo would be cool. Nemo 2 or the Nemo cannon. I can see the Nemo 2 since we don't have that. Technically, the Nemo 3 is just the Nemo 2, if I remember correctly, or at least slightly changed. Nemo cannon, AOZ could fit well. Sleeves, Zaku 3 raid. How about Zaku 4? I'll take a Zaku 4. I'd take that. I'd buy that for $1. But yeah, again, pretty small update. There's no like huge changes here. I'd really like to try out this map. It seems like since there's these little hidden places here, we can see some stealth suits being used, or since we got little buildings to get on top of, scaffolding. Seems like there's going to be a lot of opportunities to play different strategies. They do mention that it's like Arctic base sized, but I have to see what that entails, because it might be a translation error, because this looks pretty decently large. There's lots of cover as well, so it's not going to be just open unless you're on top of the building, of course. Scaffolding that can be destroyed. MP Yagdoga is a green version of Quest's Doga, except with a beam rifle. Remember, Quest's Yagdoga is supposed to be a standard Yagdoga, while the Yagdoga GG is the commander type version. Nemo 3K is a 2 with a cannon. Gaza J, please. The Gaza Q. Nemo cannon from AOZ has a Gundam-like face and one of the cool shield boosters. Ooh. We'll probably see return of the that Hazel custom ability with the shield. Imagine this, higher cost Gelgu gets the Doga MG. The Medusa or the real Paptimus Titania. I like to have the Titania. I like to have that version of the Titania, but I believe that's a SD only suit, right? I like to have it, but I don't know if they'll put it in. You never know though. Stealth suit dreams, yeah. Pretty helpful with all the hidden buildings, or not hiding behind buildings, I should say. I wonder, how would support fire work in this? There probably won't be support fire. Since it's inside of it's underground, you know. I don't think they're going to be support fire. Unless they try and do something like, I don't know. Unless you want to do it out, I guess if that counts as being outside here. Somehow you're on the enemy base. Yeah, looks like a pretty fun map. I wouldn't mind playing it. I did like I did like the last map, the water map. Even though we do need higher cost amphibious suits, I did like that map because there's a lot of options. It didn't feel like the same map unless you know you're playing at certain costs. People just play it like Arctic Base. Um, Actually, that's one map I hardly seen people play the Arctic Base strategy on, was a military port. You had like 3 ways to go. You can either go through the middle, you go to the right to go capture C, or left if you're on one side. Or you can go up and try and take D. For some people, you can actually just don't go in the water, go all the way around to the enemy base. There's a lot of stupid things you can do on that map. I liked it. They make drill missiles to get underground. That'd be cool. I know the sleeve one is the quest one, but there are plans to make a mass-produced one. Psycho Doga. Ooh. Nah, they'll make the missiles face through the ground into the base. Probably. I need Corin. Corin, Nanders, Kapul. Yeah, give me the big fist in the drill club. The Oni club. As much as I'd like to have some SD suits in this game, they are SD, and I don't think that would be in the game. Like I would love to have the Titania, the Paptimus Titania, but too bad we already got a Titania in this game. Or they'll make it like Derelict Colony, not put any support fire. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. There's not gonna be any support fire because it's literally underground. But yeah. Oh, it's from Super Robot Wars, the MP Yagdoga. Well, damn. Yeah, even less of a chance. Unless they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. But they're not, because they've got AOZ stuff and Unicorn still coming in. Give me deformed Gundams in GBO2 that are literally short as hell. Wasn't there like a game with the SD Gundams in it? That was like a versus game. Almost looked like a mobile game. Not too familiar with it though. Man, I can't wait for the Bond dock though. Yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the update here. Looks like a pretty nice little update. You know, only two things. We get a new suit and a new map. The new map looks pretty fun to join or to play. And the Hyaku Shiki Kai looks like a pretty good general. And I can't wait to see how that plays. Still want the Loto in the game. I want it to attach into buildings and terrains. Ooh. Are they bringing Victory Gundam Suits or F91 suits? I'm pretty sure from what the devs said for this game, they're going to stick around the Unicorn era. Around the Unicorn era. Because there's some stuff in the game that's already, like, from where they appeared around the Unicorn era, like the Tristan. And I believe the narrative Gundam was in this game as a little decoration, right? It's technically in the game. maybe that'll be a suit later on, but Bondoc punch people in the gut and shotgun mega beam them after. Please give me the Bondoc in this game. I mean they made Zaku 2 Heavy Arm, which is an original to GBO2 to GBO, so it can probably happen, but it's unlikely. I mean, they could. Who knows? We have Advanced Zeta. We get the mass production, or no, not mass production, the prototype Ashamar. Chunky boy. But yeah, that's like, GBO doesn't like making original suits. To be canned and replaced before SD designs get in. Yeah, the only suit I'm waiting for at this point, which it's going to be a heavy maybe that's going to be in this game, is the Bondoc. That's the only suit I can think of that I really want in this game. There's probably one somewhere like the the Jurek, the amphibious suit, the Jurek, the one looks like a gorilla. Inti will probably be the last suit they add, probably as a special event. Um, Original variants. Since it's technically around Unicorn. Well, yeah, didn't they have it as a decoration? So technically, it's a model in the game already. Special event for the final moments of GBO2. They get colony dropped with no escape. They give everybody the suit for them to play for the last 2 days of the game. I want the Bondoc's Claw to instant knockdown suits like the Masala's Claw. I want to pick up people and just throw them. Have you ever played like there's this arcade game, a Dragon Ball Z arcade game, and you could play Broly, and Broly could actually pick up different opponents and throw them at another person. That seems a little bit too complicated for the devs to add in, but that'd be hilarious. Pick up somebody. Yeah, but it's gonna be awful because of the latency's garbage. So you're gonna be like phantom grabbing people, or people are gonna be phantom grabbing you. They get to throw the pool like an actual baseball, hit people. Pretty sure they do make stuff up like Faz getting a saber and Hyzak getting a general or a gen upgrade. Oh, the generator upgrade. Colony drop is how they shut down the server. On top of this fucking mercenary base. Tenda dies in the fire. Make GBO2's end event be the prologue of Gundam X. Turns out it was all in Gundam X instead. Like I said in one of the previous streams, there are a few things in this game that haven't been released, like the unicorn. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of things they could do, Sundowner. Especially since they started Advanced Zeta. Imagine if they added so that you'll be able to perform that throw attack when an enemy is at low health. I had an idea where like the counter would be that he would throw at somebody and anybody in front of him that's an enemy would take damage and be knocked to the ground or heavy staggered. That'd be really cool. But yeah, that again would be kind of awful latency wise. God, the Bondock is so fun to play in Maxi Boost. I can't wait to re-download Maxi Boost so I can stream that. I really want to stream that again. I want to like actually stream it so I can listen to the music. Because you guys don't know, if you play Maxi Boost on the PS4 stream, it'll just play the Crossbone Gundam Super Robot War music over and over and over again. It's kind of annoying. Maybe it's changed now, but I have the MS 8th the 8th MS team that show's theme song. I really like that theme song as my like opener for the game. Oh, the Big Zam's in. Can we make the Big Zam boss already, please? They do. It's very little. I just mostly want a general Yagdog, and I don't care which one it is. I just want it to be one of them. Stream Maxi Boost and make lobbies to fight your friends in 2v2s. Man, but it's the Maxi Boost lobbies though. It's gonna be very laggy. No, I know it's gonna be very laggy. Actually, I think I actually have to get like an actual. I do have a LAN cable, but it's fucked up now. I used to have like the past 4 months. Or 4 months ago, I had like a LAN cable, and it was actually pretty damn good to use. I could actually play GBO2 decently. And Maxi Boost was pretty fun when you're not lagging your ass off. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead now in the stream. But Saikamu test Doga. Ooh. If you guys do enjoy the stream, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. That'd be nice. Do it, Dongo. Maxi Boost will be funny. What's funny is I already did Maxi Boost. I did like the beta for it as well. I think it was the beta. Um, I had some fun. I had a really funny moment with the Hidolfer. I like the O in that game. The O, the Bondoc, the Masala was pretty fun as well. I also liked the Shadow Gundam. Shadow Gundam was fun to play. So was the Noble Gundam. But yeah, like I said, like the video if you haven't. Uh, Subscribe if you haven't. That'd be nice. Um, I think that will be it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the Hyaku Shiki Kai. And if you guys aren't going to roll for it, then I hope you enjoy the new map because it looks like it'll be pretty fun. Can't wait to try it out. Try both of these things tomorrow, or not. Yeah, tomorrow. For me, it'll be tomorrow. For some of you guys, it'll be a Thursday. And that'll be it. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Let me find the stream button. Hit like and